Hi, this is Gay Wright, Origin Psychic School Principal. I'm always saddened to hear stories from clients who've had some pretty horrible past experiences with supposedly psychic readers. Unfortunately, there are always going to be some people who will take advantage of other people's vulnerability. Thankfully, there are some simple strategies and tips to making sure that you don't end up finding yourself being the victim of a charlatan psychic, or in simple terms, a bad psychic. Top 5 giveaways to spot a charlatan. Insight 1. Don't believe in grandiose promises. Charlatans don't care how they get your money, so they'll make all sorts of outlandish promises that they know they can't keep. If you hear promises like, we'll make your boyfriend come back 100%, or cast a spell that guarantees financial success, or predict lucky lotto numbers, then run the other way quickly. Psychics can help and support you towards certain goals, but they can't make them happen. Real psychics are not gods, and they cannot control other people like puppets. We certainly don't want to. How to spot a charlatan. Insight 2. Fatal or scary predictions. Predictions of death and tragedy are a great way for a charlatan to keep you enthralled and frightened without actually giving you any real insight or understanding about your life. These kind of predictions are quite traumatic for the client, and my experience is that genuine psychics have no wish to create unnecessary pain and trauma for the people they read for. How to spot a charlatan. Insight 3. Obscure or trivial information. Charlatans are always looking for ways to beef up a psychic reading with comments that sound psychic but are in fact quite nonsensical. Comments such as, I see a broken window pane in your house, or I see a disregarded object that means a lot to you, might actually sound impressive in the way that's delivered, but on closer examination, these remarks could mean anything to anyone, or nothing at all is more likely. How to spot a charlatan. Insight 4. Too many questions. There's nothing wrong with a psychic asking questions during a reading. Just because we're psychic doesn't mean we know everything. However, when you find a psychic reading starts becoming an endless succession of questions, then you have to start wondering whether your psychic reader is just trying to skillfully gain information from you. The best way to counter this problem is not to go silent, but to ask questions yourself. How to spot a charlatan. Insight 5. Guessing games. Here's what a typical guessing game might sound like. Psychic reader, charlatan. I feel someone around you with a name called Dave. Do you know someone by this name? Client. Yes. Psychic reader, charlatan. Are they a friend? Client. Not really, just someone I know from work. Psychic reader, charlatan. Well, I feel you'll be getting closer to this person in the future. Have you a grandmother who's passed? Client. No. Psychic reader, charlatan. I feel a grandparent who has passed. Is there any other grandparent who has passed? Client. Well, yes, both my grandparents on my father's side. Psychic reader, charlatan. I feel your father's father is wanting to tell you to make sure that you have to get your relationship sorted out. Client. What relationship? Psychic reader, charlatan. The relationship with your family. Client. Oh, okay. As you can see, this psychic reading seems more based on some educated or, let's say, non-educated guesses by the psychic. Most people know someone called Dave, and most people have at least one grandparent who's passed on. This makes for a pretty dull and uninformative psychic reading, as you can see from this dialogue. Conclusion. While making sure you keep this criteria in mind, it's important to always keep an open mind when you're having a psychic reading. Sometimes a problem with a bad psychic reading might be blockages in you, not the psychic reader. So don't jump to a conclusion about a psychic reader too early in a psychic reading. And good luck, and I hope these insights help you to have the best psychic reading ever.